someone that you can't believe. She just wanna be all on the TV. She want it in her face like 3D. She is someone that you can't believe.
Believe me, yeah. You see me, perceive me. You see through me. Do you believe in me? Or do you see it? Do you see all up on TV? Yeah. Believe me. Got a verse for anybody. Talk about the click. If somebody fuck with them, I'll put them down quick. Goddamn, y'all know you're fucking with me. Simpson, who don't never fucking bit me. Got your girls here and they're both about to kiss. So finally smoking pie, we on that grind that overtime. So beyond the echelon, but as long as they moved on, trying to make us fun, but we just played their pawn. So I really hope they all see me. Believe me.
She just wanna be all on the TV. She want it in her face like 3D. She is someone that you can't believe me. She just wanna be all on the TV. She want it in her face like 3D. She is someone that you can't believe.
All up in your face like 3D. All up in your face like 3D.
All up in your face like 3D.
In your face.
She just really don't believe me.
All up in your face like 3D.
All up in your face like 3D. All up in your face like 3D.
In your face.
She just really don't believe me.
Yeah, believe me. She just posting cannons for the gram, see? For the gram. She just dropping fan pics for the fans, see? The only fans. She only care about them and her plans, see? Yeah. She's speaking behind my back, y'all don't believe me. She's speaking behind my back, y'all don't believe me. She cheating behind my back, y'all don't see it, please. Yeah, believe me. Believe me. Consider it, can you please consider it? Can you please consider it? Can you please consider it? Can you please reiterate? Can you please consider it? Can you please consider it? Can you please consider it? Why can't you consider it? Are you just illiterate? I can sense your bitterness, but ain't you fucking sane or driven? No matter what, don't care the difference. Why should I care when you can't consider you so damn ignorant? Let me enter it, listen my rhetoric, you a degenerate, filled with entitlement. I got enlightenment, see me, I'm violent, I'm cruising and idle and slaying in silence. I kill them with kindness and slaughter and violence. I'm the wrath of Leviathan, so make sure you consider it. Can't you just consider it? Why you causing problems, bitch? Can't you just fucking consider it? Can you please 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 reiterate? Can you please consider it? Can you please consider it? Can you please consider it?
I'm so inconsiderate. I'm killing rappers that's illiterate. I do not fuck with the gibberish. She sucking my dick to these wedding shit.
Mama don't say nothing.
I'm spitting shit that go soul dummy. Hot shit make your nose runny.
Man, that shit wasn't even fire.
Ha ha to you bitch niggas. Rest in peace to my nigga Dame. Young Bulls Eddie MJ. Swear to God I don't fucking play. TIC3 niggas DMing me. Where's 3 like D-Way went missing. Here it is, I hope you niggas catch it.
Can you please consider it? 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 Can you please reiterate? Can you reconsider it? Can you reconsider it? Can you please consider it?
Biceps on the beat.
On my feet, we be in the streets. On my feet, we in the industries. On my feet, she be in the sheets. On my feet, you'll concede defeat. On my feet, we be in the streets. On my feet, we in the streets. On my feet, she be in the streets. On my feet, yo can see the feet. On my feet like now, like I'm 10 toes down. Way back when the club closed down, she was standing on her feet. See, she got the pose down. I'm on my feet, losing all my brothers to the streets. I went to clubs that they wouldn't let you in. I'm a fiend, you see me, cause I won't let you in. If you think that you the one, but I know you aren't. Snake bites on me cause I got a warrant. Tryna fiend on me cause they be carded. On my feet like 2016. Problem is, if I meet a girl tonight, I scheme. Then going to the nights, I realize that I'm off of life. So I see you there tonight, you see me holding your girl ass too tight. On my feet, we be in the streets. On my feet, we in the industries. On my feet, she be in the sheets. On my feet, yo can see the feet. On my feet, we be in the streets. On my feet, we in the industries. On my feet, she be in the sheets. On my feet, yo can see the feet.
So I 3, 2, she gon' get you money when my pocket's small. I go slow, baby, come away. You can't win, driving your niggas lanes. On my feet, I'm on my feet. Running. I'm on my feet. Losing all my niggas in the streets. I'm on my feet. This is dirty, never win. I'm on my feet. You gon' have to cross the biggest stage. Baby girl, I know you want me. Let's act the fool. Baby girl, I know you want me. Let's act the fool. Are you there? Know you hear me shooting like I'm Steph. Are you there? Don't you see that I am on the left? I'm on my feet. Running. I'm on my feet. While she be on her knees.
V-Sips on the beat. I am uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I'm uplifted, yeah. I'm uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah.
Shawty wanna slide with the gang, we cause mischief. I'ma hit it hard like this 808 kick. 1, 2, 3 times like a fucking hat trick. I'm obnoxious, I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm toxic, fuck your system up. This that Uno and V-Sips. We get so motherfucking lifted. Baby, right up on a spaceship. Just you and me, kush all in the atmosphere. Come smoke with me. Baby, come smoke with me. There's some shit that you ain't never seen.
I am uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I'm uplifted, yeah. I'm uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. Yo, what's up everyone? This is VCV Sips and welcome to another live stream. Tonight's live stream is the start of our very first live stream weekend for Halloween. Halloween live stream week is here. Hope you guys are hyped. We actually have a bunch of stuff that we're going to be covering for this week, so that's going to be hype. Shout out to the 8 current viewers. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. We'll be doing some shouts in a bit.
I just want to let you guys know what the schedule is going to be for this week in particular. So I hope you guys are ready and hype. Tonight we have Raging Loop. It's going to be our first time playing it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. EST, we got Bioshock, the first one from the collection. Then on Wednesday, we are having the broadcast, a little Halloween special broadcast. And then I'm playing a little bit of Strange Realm of Mine in the aftermath. Thursday, I originally have it set as a break, but if I do decide to stream, it's going to be Luigi's Mansion 3. Friday is Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. We're finishing up Hollow Bastion, and then we're going to complete Halloween Town. So that's going to be a pretty long stream on Friday. Saturday is going to be 9 p.m. Animal Crossing New Horizons, Halloween. We're going to all get together on my island. I'm fixing it up, so it's going to be a little more nicer. It looks a little bit like what it used to, but I just changed a few things here and there. So that's going to be hype. And then Sunday is Community Day. So that's Halloween stream week, everything that we're doing for this week. Should be a lot of fun. Should be super hype. Hope you guys are having a good time today. Thank you guys all for coming through. And I have Raging Loop. This is what we're playing today. And I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of an unboxing so I can actually see what comes with it. So with this version, the day one edition, it seems to come with an art book. And that's it. Contents, the characters, illustrations, death scenes. Oh, so death scenes are in the book. Huh. Is that spoilers if I look at the book? Like, like the death scenes. The game does look good. Let's get started. Shout outs to everyone here in the building. Yo, shout outs to Ace of the 100% Click. Shout out to Dear Wilson on 100% Click. Shout outs to everyone coming through to the stream. Shout outs to David Cast, JRPGs. How you been, bro? Welcome to the stream. For those who don't know, I was on his recent podcast the other day. If you haven't checked it out, definitely do, and check out his channel. He has a ton of great content on Persona, Shin Megami Tensei, and a lot more. Check his channel out if you haven't already. How you been, David? Thanks so much for coming to the stream, bro. We're going to be getting started with some Raging Loop. If you guys can share the stream out, that would be hype. A lot of you already have retweeting and liking the tweet. Thank you guys who already have. I'm just going to post it in the chat real quick. And shout out to Shadow King, welcome to the stream, saying Infernape is better than Embor. No, he's not. He's not. No. I fucking hate Infernape. Fuck Infernape. He's lucky he's in D tier. I'll just say that. For those who don't know, if you didn't see in the news videos in the channel section of the live stream, we have a new video on the channel I dropped today. Pokemon tier list, starter Pokemon. A lot of you are starting to enjoy that video, and I may do more tier list videos in the future the more you guys enjoy them. So thank you guys for your support. If I were to do another Pokemon one, it would be the entire 800 plus Pokemon. It would be like a 40-minute video, so it's gonna be insane. But yo, definitely guys, if you guys can share the stream out. It would mean a lot, guys. Let's try and get a lot of people in here. Let's try and get some more people in here, guys. I'm just gonna pin that as well. Just click that, retweet it, share it, all that good stuff. Share it in your Discord servers, get some friends to come by, all that great good stuff. Nindy Gamer says, I got a Bluetooth receiver chip to fix an issue where my Wii U gamepad has to be within 3 feet of my Wii U. Yo, 3 feet's horrible distance, oh my god. Well, hopefully, the issue actually fixes it in a way where you don't have to worry about that shit at all. Do you guys hear the game audio? I'm asking you guys real quick. Do you guys hear any of the game audio? Because I know the game audio was working a little while ago, but I don't hear it anymore. So I'm confused. Yeah, audio's working. Let me know how the audio is for the game, guys. Alright, Raging Loop, let's go. I hope you guys are ready for this. This is a visual novel game. Should be awesome. Should be a great time. So I hope you guys are hyped. Of course, anyone who's played the game, if I ask the chat for help, I'll ask. I don't know if it's like Phoenix Wright where it's like you're solving stuff or if it's just full on visual novel. I'm not sure, but should be all good. And I'm glad you guys are hearing a good David and Dior. Thank you guys for the heads up. I appreciate it, bros. And Indie Gamer says it should. The problem is that the Wi-Fi chip dies after a few years. Oh, really? I never had that issue. We're gonna get started with some Raging Loop.
ようこそノベルアドベンチャーゲームレイジングループの世界へ。私は単なるどれに足らないインターフェース的キャラクター
Dave
です。
says this game is really good. Yeah, I've heard some good things
見
about
た
it,
ことでもお呼び
which
く
is
だ
why
さ
I
い。
like went out of a way to try and find a copy, and it
ここ
looks
では
really good
初めてプレイ
graphically
な
for
さ
what
る
it
皆
is.
様
Looks
に
good.
こ
And the
の
voice
ゲー
acting
ム
is
の
all
遊び
Japanese.
方
Oh, I have no
を簡
problem
単
with
にご
that.
説明
I have
い
no
たしたい
problem
と
with that.
存じます。いくつか変わったところのあるゲー
I
ム
know
ですの
other
で
people may, but I personally don't have a problem with that. Thank you to the 10 concurrent viewers that are watching the stream. If you guys enjoying the stream, smash that like button. And if you're watching this after the stream is aired, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. And all that awesome stuff is
特に
appreciated.
動画配信をなさる
Those
方は
uploading their gameplay should at least read the number
動
4
画や
video and
シェア
sharing
につ
section.
いてだけでも必ずお読みくださいね。最後まで読んでいただけたら私のセクシーな画像が見られません。世間は厳しゅうござ
I
い
don't
ます。
believe that.
ざめざめ。
Because clearly she said doesn't exist. But like, why would she bring that up as if there's a rule? Makes me think it's in the art book.
さて、何からご説明いたしましょう。独特な機能に加え、レイジングループにはノベルゲームとしてテキストウィンドウを隠すバックログ、既読文章のスキップ、次のロードやセーブはだいたい普通のオートセーブ機能もあるにはありますが、霧のいいところまで読むか、シナリオチャートをご利用いただくか。次
John
に
says my copy of
オプション
Trails
設定
Cold
に
Steel
つい
4
て
came in today, the collector's edition as well. Oh, that's awesome! You got the collector's edition, bro. How does it look? Is it like really nice?
メニューから開け
And
るオプ
Indie
シ
Game
ョン
says
設定からは
there's art of that somewhere. Oh, probably there probably is art of that. This person that scene.
ただ
And
全
Dave
部
says the
説明
music is
す
also
ると
pretty good.
皆様がお
Dope,
眠
dope. I
に
can't
なっ
wait
て
to
し
hear
ま
more
わ
of
れ
the
るので、
music as we
あと
progress
は他の
onward.
説明
Because
だけお願いい
I
たし
do
ま
want
す
to play
ね。
this game a lot
誰
more.
かさん
I'm currently about to finish Persona 5 Royal. I'm on the cusp of finishing it, and I'm pretty hyped. I'm pretty hyped to wrap that up, make my review. The way my review is gonna probably be, I may honestly have a solid 1/3 of the video to maybe half the video talk about the third semester, because I actually have a lot to talk about when it comes to the third semester. I didn't think I had that much to talk about at first, but I do. It may be a 40-minute review, maybe. I'm not sure. 30-minute, 40-minute review. It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one. I know Persona 4 Golden was a pretty long review for me, 20 minutes, but this one may be longer. Chunky says, haven't opened it today, really bummed me out. Had to buy a new tire for my car and I didn't want to. Yo, that's the worst when you have to end up buying stuff you don't expect. It happens to the best of us, man.
とても長くなってしまいま
But
した。
sometimes you gotta do what you
こ
gotta
こまで
do.
お読みいただき誠にありがとう存じます。それではいよいよ物語の始まりです。
Let's
限りなく
begin
濃
the
い霧と
story.
しけめり
Raging
の向
Loop.
こう繰り返す人狼村の真実をペコリ。
May 11th, Sunday. Maybe taking a ride down to an unknown road with no sat-nav on me wasn't such a good idea. I just followed the roads, so I figured I wouldn't get lost. But now, I was in some deep shit. No. Cool it. This isn't a big deal. I sighed. Took note of the fact that I just gotten lost in my pocket journal, and then pulled out a map. Suddenly, a rush of memories flitted into my mind. I guess I can't access it. I need 4 of those keys. I assume I can't access it. Yeah, wouldn't let me. I somehow kept myself from remembering those things. After all, I'd gone on this trip to forget.
もうやめやめ目の前の現実を直視
If you guys want me to do English, like dub, like me just talking over the Japanese voice acting, let me know in the chat if you guys would like me to and or not. I have no problem listening to it. Just in case if you guys don't want to, I could talk over it in case you'd like, so you guys can hear what's being said. I know some of you are either listening through like headphones and not like watching the screen, so like if anyone wants that, make sure you let me know in the chat. Yo, shout outs to Grubby K9, 100% click in the building. Make sure you stick around for a little bit so the like sticks around. How you been, Grubby? Thank you so much for coming through, bro. 100% click in the building. And Grubby, you're about to get your 1 month badge any day now, bro. So shout outs to you. You're gonna get your new 1 month badge on YouTube. Let's get some 100% emotes in the chat for Grubby. Let's go. Shout out to the 10 concurrent viewers. We just hit 10 likes. Thank you guys. This is the first night Halloween live stream week. Playing Raging Loop.
人生はシンプルつまりこの道のごとく
Keys are unlocked through a story depending on choices that you make.
なく
Yeah, I had a feeling because there's no way I would have been able to
考えることはそれだけ。
open that in the very beginning of the game with 4. Like, it's impossible. Going back wasn't an option in this case, so I just moved forward. Still, I want to know where I was. At least, so I looked down at my map. It was all Greek to me. Last time I seen a sign, it was still light out, meaning I had gotten lost after the sun had set. Sure, it was my own fault for just guessing which intersections I'd been passing through, and that had taken me 2 hours to conclude I was lost. Crazy to think that just 2 hours of aimless driving got me almost completely surrounded by mountains. They extended as far as the eye could see. If you flipped the scenery upside down and shook it, it's unlikely even a shred of civilization will tumble out. Besides the asphalt below my sweet ride and the lamppost above, the first one in a while, mind you, there was nothing man-made here. The pocket map I had wasn't detailed enough for me to figure out where I was.
進むか
I'd go as far as I could. Worst comes to worst, I could just camp at the side of the road. Grubby Cannon says, hey V-Subs, do an ASMR voice. Maybe I'll have one of the characters in that kind of voice. Dave said, just to get a good idea of how you proceed when you stream a game, do you play the whole thing live or just certain parts? Like for example, like this game, it's mostly just gonna be just the beginning of the game. I'm not sure if I'm streaming more of it, honestly, because I'm currently, like, as a stream series, like the only thing I'm streaming as a series right now is Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. That's like what I'm currently streaming as a series. The last thing I streamed before that was Rechain of Memories. Like most of the time, I play a game for a while, and I eventually move on to play another game and stream another game. Like, there's only a few series when it comes to live streams that are actually finished. Like, of course, I play Mario Kart a bunch, or I play Super Smash Bros. Or something like that. Like, those kinds of things, those just happen all the time. So, it's a little different with those. But, yeah, most likely we may play this again on stream. I'm not sure. It depends how many people like it. Depends how it does. All that kind of stuff. 2 hours later, I deeply regretted ever thinking that. Basically, camping wasn't an option. This mountain road had no side to camp on. The dump truck I'd passed barely even fit on it. I'd also had my first encounters with forest animals, wild forest animals. I'd already seen 2 boars and 3 deer in those 2 hours alone. One of the deer had run parallel to my bike while intently staring at me, and I had no idea what to think of that. I felt like I could smell my fear, and it did just to make it worse. How dare the thing do that to a human? We're the kings of this planet, damn it. I'd have to remember to eat some venison once I came back to civilization. Anyway, camping out here was a bad idea. I'd end up either a roadkill or animal food. And yet, I didn't back out. Why? Because I'm a pretty warped sort of guy, and I won't pretend otherwise. That was actually the reason why my once comfortable relationship had gone awry, and why I'd gone on a stupid trip. Still, despite acknowledging that, I chose to keep moving forward. It wasn't like I'd find a place to stay if I went back. I was actually starting to think that the experience might make a good conversation piece sometime down the road. It was really getting late at this point. Where do these roads take me anyway? It'd probably be disappointing. Soon enough, the road became flat. I was out of the mountain pass. The forest remained abundant though, so I still didn't see much. Even so, the streetlights and signs were enough to make me feel like I was to make me feel I was again nearing civilization. Was streetlights the real expression, the right expression for lights in a forest? I'd have to look that up. As the road grew less rugged, I realized just how exhausted I was. All this bike handling had left my hands really sore too. And I hope your hands aren't sore from smashing that like button. If you guys are enjoying the stream, thank you guys for coming through. Like I said, it's a visual novel. And for these parts where there's no voice acting, I'm going to read over it for everyone watching and or listening. So thank you to everyone who's watching, lurking, chilling. Thank you to Grubby K9. Thank you to David Cass. Thank you to Shadow King. Thank you to Ace. Thank you to Indie Gamer. Thank you to Dio Wilson, Shadow King. Everyone who's here, I appreciate all your support. I really had to rest. Suddenly, I saw something unexpected. Powerful, colorful, artificial lights. A convenience store. Shouts to Astro Off the Chain. Thank you for coming through. I'm glad you're here. I really appreciate it. I hope you've been doing good. It's been a minute. How have you been? Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was next to an intersection between the road I was on and another, even thinner road that could probably support only a single car. The sea of trees ended up giving room for the majestic child of our consumer society. Yeah, that was an exaggeration. Apparently, even a damn store was a big deal for someone who just stepped out of the wild. It was called Fresh Mark. I'd seen several of them a few times during the day. It's probably a local franchise. The building didn't look all that old. At least the parking lot looked a lot smoother compared to the roads. Shouts to Kevin Valencia. Thank you for coming through and lurking, having a good time. I appreciate you being here as well. Thank you to everyone who's here in the building in the 100% click, coming through, playing Raging Loop night 1 of the Halloween live stream week. I appreciate all of you guys being here. And David says, you're about to meet a real bitch. Oh, well. It should be fun. It should be fun. I can't wait. This was a pretty weird place to build something like that, though. Was I close to a settlement? Or did they actually make a profit off the lost travelers? I just asked that or something. The local shopkeeper was bound to know what was around these parts. Not to mention I was thirsty. Oh, I assume the bitch is coming up. I was welcomed by a weird chime sound. It looked like a normal convenience store. There were goods on the shelves, a counter on the left, and... Oh, we don't even get to see her eyes yet. Whoever this person is, she has to be a bona fide bitch. Whoa. The worker at the counter was so mean looking it was scary. She was so imposing I wouldn't have doubted if someone told me she was in charge of some ladies' army corps. Yo, she definitely looks like it. Hat down, army general telling you to do 50 more push-ups after you already did 500 push-ups. Like, bruh, that's what she looks like. She looks like the lieutenant of those lady army corps. God damn. The general. Shout out to King Narukami. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. It's great to see you here as well. I hope you've been doing good. How have you been? And I've heard a lot about this game from a lot of people, including our friend David. And I'm enjoying it already. I like games that are visual novel. You get to enjoy different stories and stuff. I like that kind of stuff. So this is her. So, was that supposed to be a greeting? It was so damn cold, it actually gave me chills. Ugh. Was this store shadier than it appeared? Was I about to be stupidly overcharged? Was this how this place made a profit? By taking advantage of lost people and basically beating them out of their money? Shit, that was scary. Clearly the Wonderland had only just begun. Woohoo! I sure was excited for the beating. I grew... That woohoo has no reason to be there. It's just... the utmost sarcasm in the writing right there. I braced myself, but she just looked down at a magazine in her hands. Oh, so she was just a slacker. Slightly disappointed. I walked around the store. It was about what you'd expect. There's a small shelf of energy drinks, followed by some stationaries, travel goods, sanitary stuff, etc. There were sweets that came with toys, a shelf of a cup of ramen, dried food, a fridge, a freezer. It all looked normal. It was late, so the daily dish and packed lunch section was completely empty. The only special thing about this place was the selection of full of unpacked vegetables that you'd expect to see at a greengrocer's. Maybe all rural convenience stores are like this. Maybe. I was slightly surprised by that. There weren't any local fine foods or anything. So all in all, it was an unremarkable store, if you ignored the clerk anyway. I took a drink and brought it to the register. Shout out to St. Lou. Welcome to the stream, bro. How have you been? Bro? We're playing Raging Loop. Starting up the Halloween week live stream week. Thank you for coming through. How have you been, St. Lou? Hope you're enjoying the stream, lurking. And if everyone who's here, if you guys see the link that I posted in the chat, just retweet the stream, share it, tell your friends to come by, tell them to subscribe if they're new, and let's hang out and watch the stream together. And thank you guys for showing support, everyone. I really do appreciate it. Seriously, thank you guys. Yep, she was the real highlight of this place. What kind of clerk smokes while dealing with a customer? Oh, she was coughing like Hagen? Oh, I didn't know that. I couldn't tell by that little bubble. You're actually buying? Yes, I was actually buying. She was the clerk, and I be her god, the customer.
126円
Oh, it's good that the voice acting is actually working though now for like these parts. Like the voice acting, I would have liked it if it did it for every line. It does it for some, but not all. Maybe I had to get mad at her?
ちょっといいですか？
あ
実は道に迷ってしまって。町はどっちにあるでしょうか？
あっち
いや、できれば地図とか。
ない
いや、そんなはずはないでしょ。コンビニなんて大体
These
道
egg
聞かれ
rolls,
るから
nice, St. Luke.
地図は常備してるもんでしょ。
I just had some pork and potatoes for dinner.
知らねえよないもんはねおとなしく来た道戻る
もう数時間迷ってるもんで、これ以上は。
Shouts to Ryan Ricardo. Thank you so much for coming to the stream, bro. Great to see you. How have you been? And King Narcon says, I remember you recommended it the other day on your stream, David. I loved VN, so this looks right down my visual novels. Yeah, it definitely would be down your alley for sure, Narukami. For sure.
その辺の床で寝てけば
いや、お気持ちだけでいいんで、道だけ。
ああもうせえな合ってる
Yeah, I've always wanted to play Danganronpa because I've played AI the Somnium Files. Currently on my free time, I play Robotics Notes. I've been playing that. It's a fun game.
あったわ。
I kind of was hoping for a bigger mix of gameplay and visual novel in that game, but it's not bad. It's good. Oh yeah, Narukami. I actually have a review of AI the Somnium Files on the channel. If you want to check that out, you're more than welcome. And if anyone else wants to check it out, you guys can. I go into a pretty in-depth review. It was actually one of my longest reviews on the channel for a while. So if you guys want to check that out, I recommend it. And yeah, in recent years, I've been enjoying visual novels a lot more, so I've been playing them a lot. So she did have a map. Of course she did. Even more ill-tempered than usual. The clerk started giving an explanation.
これがこの店。で、十字路北へ行け。
Dope, Narukami. Thank you, man. I hope you enjoyed the review. And it's super dope, David. I love it. It's a very good game. For how it mixes its unique gameplay style with puzzle elements as well as the amazing writing, one of the best written games I ever played by far.
しばらくしたら立教があっから渡れ。
Indian says, what if her eyes aren't actually cloaked in shadow, but her face is just void you stare into? Well, you could maybe before, yeah, but right now we can actually see her eyes. It's out to Jugs McGee. What's up, bro? Welcome to the stream. How have you been? Thank you for coming through. What have you been up to, Jugs? AI is one of the few games that makes me cry. Yo, it gets so deep too, and the way the game has so many twists and turns that it literally just, it's crazy. It's such a great game. Like, honestly, I would love to play that again. Like, do a whole stream where, like, I play just that. Like, if I were to do, like, a 12-hour stream or something, that would be the game I'd play, and I'd, like, play it all day to beat it. Ryan Ricardo says, I'm not feeling too bad. Feeling a little run down. Plus 3 side away from 100 YouTube subs. Oh, dope. You're 3 away. Awesome. I'm doing all right. We're just playing some Raging Loop. Super dope visual novel. I can't wait till we get into the real deepness of it and figure out how the game is that Raging Loop. The concept of it all. We're still very early on.
書かれてねえだけで集落があんだよ。
Oh yeah, King Narukami.
そこ以外なら
It's really good.
富士吉村まで行く
It was one of my favorite
峠道を
games
2
of
時間こっちなら
2019.
30分で着く。
Jug says, besides that, I'm currently combing over my Halloween video to see if there's any mistakes and all that stuff. Yeah, totally feel you, man. You want to make sure everything is as perfect as you want it to be, and you get exactly what you're looking for your video. So I totally understand. Make sure it's as precise as you want.
じゃあ
Totally
こっ
feel
ち
you
行
on
ってみ
that.
ます
And David
あり
Cat
がとうござ
says,
います
yeah, it's definitely up there. For me, it may even be one of my favorite visual novel games, personally. AI the Somnium Files is very fun. The writing is great. The characters and how each pathway shows different sides to these characters was a brilliant gameplay edit. And it's all good, Narukami. You got a big P4 video coming. I see you got a lot of big things coming up. So definitely make sure that's awesome. I'll be checking that out, of course. And thank you for leaving a retweet for the stream. I appreciate it, Narukami, and I hope you have a good night. Thank you so much for coming through. I really appreciate it.
払ってねえだろ。ちゃん
ああなぜお釣りを無断で募金箱に入れる
小銭多いとうぜえだろ。
I casually thanked her, grabbed the plastic bottle of tea. She did give me a bag, by the way, and left the store. I drank the tea in the parking lot and looked up at the moon, obscured by clouds, but still bright enough to outshine the light of the convenience store. The clerk put me in a bad mood, though, so I didn't enjoy the sight. I threw the bottle into a nearby trash can and aggressively drove away. Jug says, AI and Clanad visual novels are some of the games that get me emotional. For me, it's really hard for something to like get me like super emotional, but like it depends. Like the times where it does, it's when it's like it makes me like go like it makes me like go, what the hell just happened, or oh my god, like what is this? David says Raging Loop has some really emotional endings too. Ooh, nice. So it does have multiple endings. Dope. Dope. Following the directions, I crossed the overpass and arrived at the first fork in the road. The byway she told me about was really narrow. I probably wouldn't have noticed it were it not for the tall boulder standing there like a roadside shrine for some traveler deity. Turning carefully, I got on the road. A minute later, I found myself in an even worse wilderness than before. A veil of dead leaves covered the ground. Tall grass sided the path, and the sky above was blocked by overgrown shrubs, making it feel like I was passing a wooden tunnel. Shouts to the 11 concurrent viewers. We're 2 likes away from 15 likes. Thank you guys for your support. Just don't forget to smash the like button if you enjoy the stream. We'll be streaming for a while. We're having a nice 2-hour stream tonight. We've already been streaming for about 40 minutes. So thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. The road itself was a huge red flag. It was a wonder why I didn't just turn around. The exchange from before might have pissed me off more than I thought. David says, my most emotional game moment is realizing that I bought the Order 1866 for $60. Bruh. That's big sad. That's big sad, yo. That's like someone buying Anthem for $60. It's like, bruh. it drops in value so fast, and it's also such a short game too. But like both of them. Still, I really didn't expect the road to just end. It happened about 15 minutes in. The view ahead suddenly turned strangely dark, and a split second later, the bike tipped forward. I reflexively hit the brakes, but it was too late. I started going down a cliff. My bike tilted downwards, and its suspension was put to the greatest test yet, as we basically tumbled to the bottom! The headlights suddenly shone on some dirt and grass. I knew then that I'd be flung out of my seat. Stifling a scream, I tried to work some steering and brake magic to slow down without collapsing, but that was too big a task for a simple road bike. At the bottom of the cliff, it jumped higher than ever before. The suspension couldn't handle the impact, and I was launched into the air. A moment later, I heard a crash and felt an impact, after which came an unpleasant pain. An accident where I was flung out like it. That was a first for me. The launch was really something. I did a 360 in the air and fell on my back. My breathing stopped for a moment and the pain was so bad I thought all my bones shattered. Wow. My face and limbs seemed pretty fine at least though. It wasn't sure if I counted as a silver lion. Oh my god, like that. This is insane. How does that happen at the start? What? There was grass under my hands. I felt it even through my gloves. That and the smell of green made it pretty clear what I landed on. I pushed down and my hands sunk. This grass growth was pretty hefty. It was probably the reason why I came out relatively okay. Sure, my joints creaked when I stood up, but aside from that, I was fine. It was really dark, so I couldn't really confirm it, but I was pretty sure I wasn't even bleeding. Damn, that's some lucky shit, not bleeding. My bike, however, wasn't nearly as lucky. It was lying on its side, a short distance ahead. The engine was still on. The back wheel kept on turning, making an unpleasant fricative noise. Fricative. Never heard of that word, fricative. Guess that's like friction. Past tense. Fricative. I walked up, killed the engine, and took the key. With the headlights off, I was surrounded by absolute darkness, so I just stood and waited until my eyes adjusted. I love how they showed the little animation of the guy just like... as he's like adjusting his eyes to the darkness. They had to show the picture of him just staring out into... I don't know. That was funny. Jokes his left hand stuff. Once I heard 1886, all the cutscenes and some gameplay, I noped out of there. Yeah, pretty much that's all it was. Tried getting my bike up again and running, but it was partially stuck in the mud, so there was a risk of slipping and getting me into another accident. Maybe I had to turn around. The moment I considered that, I thought I saw a faint light ahead. If that woman wasn't lying, this road led to a settlement. Jugswiki says, "You're right, actually. Fricative relates to friction." See, that's the one thing of why I passed college and high school. I'm really good at guessing. Like, that's why, like, even when I do, like, predictions of stuff, or my guesses are usually right at least 70 to 80% of the time. They're close enough to 100, but you can't be right every time. No one's right every time about any prediction, like, at all. Like, there's a ton of times I've been wrong about stuff, but there's been even more times by a larger amount that I've been right about stuff. So, like, things like that. Like, I'm just good at guessing. Like, I raised my voice. Still, declaring my presence, I walked forward. It was late at night. Were I to bump into someone here, the scare would probably take away a few years of our lives. That was why I figured it was best for us both to let the other know we were here before that happened. Yeah, what if there's a killer who he hears you, he's like, "Hey, I'm here," and the guy just goes, and you're done. David says, "Yeah, I wasn't covering new games back then. I was just a poor innocent teenager. On 1886 days, yeah, I feel you on that. I understand what you mean. That was me in my teenager days. That was back in like 2008, 2009. Oh, 2008, 2009, man. Like, some games I could buy, but most it was tough. It's tough for me to get the games I wanted. And there was also time in my life where, since I was a teen, if I did beat games and I didn't have a super close attachment to the game, I would trade it to GameStop. So I fucked up there on a lot of games that I had. The cold water quickly soaked my socks and shoes. I couldn't take them off, but I figured that crossing the river barefoot at midnight was a bad idea. But man, was it cold. I put my phone back into my jacket. I needed both my hands free in case I fell. Not stopping or backing down, I walked toward the light. It suddenly became deeper. The water reached my knees now. That was too close for comfort. Feeling the bottom of my toes, I somehow avoided losing my footing. The flow was fiercer than I expected. If I slipped and fell, I'd probably be washed away. It suddenly hit me. I was doing something really weird, but it was too late to back down. Putting my hands on the boulders and carefully checking what I was stepping on, I gradually made it to the other side. Then, with an unpleasant wet sound in my every step, I walked up to the light. I could already see it clearly. Mario Kart says, retweet your stream on Twitter. Yo, thank you so much for retweeting the stream, bro. Thank you, everyone who's been quote tweeting the stream as well. I really appreciate it, guys. Seriously. And yo, David, thank you for retweeting the stream as well. Everyone showing support. Schizo Gambit, thank you guys. Everyone, so much for your support. And if anyone here who's watching, shout out to the 10 concurrent viewers. We just hit 15 likes. If you haven't shared the stream, you can check the pinned chat message or the link that I just posted in the chat now to share the stream, retweet it, post it in your fellow Discord threads, get everyone you know to come through. Let's have a good time. We'll be streaming for over an hour, so thank you guys so much. David Cass says, "Oh man, same. I traded my whole GameCube collection. Oh no, that's a mistake. Oh, see, for me, like, when it comes to GameCube games, that's one of the platforms I saved the most over the years. But bruh, for GTAs and CODs, oof. Joke says, I learned the hard way by trading away some games for my GameCube collection. Oh no, you traded Path of Radiance too? Man, I did too, man. I did too. Because for those who don't know, I've played Path of Radiance and Shadow Dragon, as well as Three Houses. Those are the only Fire Emblem games I've played. And I only regret selling it because of how much it's worth. I wasn't a huge fan of the game personally. But, bruh, the value of that game to this day is cha-ching. Imagine if that was a special edition on the Switch. Do they know how much money they would have made? Oh my god. But for me, I don't know which one I regret the most though. For like things that I traded in. Yep, here's a flashlight lying on the ground for some reason. There wasn't much space here. It was a narrow riverbank with a cliff right beside it. As you'd expect, I didn't see or sense anyone nearby. What the hell? Though old, the flashlight was very fine. The strength of the light told me the battery was pretty full. That meant that someone was actually using this tonight, or rather, until just a few moments ago. Dumb. Davis has gotta go. Woke up at 6 today. Thanks for the stream, VC. Anytime, and don't worry, David. You can always watch the playback of the stream whenever you'd like. We're gonna be going on for another hour plus. So thank you so much for coming through, David. I really appreciate you being here, and I hope you have a good night, bro. Have a good one, man. And thank you to everyone for coming through to this stream. Just don't forget, everyone, to share the stream, retweet it, tell everyone you know that we're here. There's a lot of people that are missing right now, so tell our friends that we're all friends with. Hey, yo, Recips Live, come through. Let's all hang out, and then we can all hang out. And let's hit 20 likes on the stream. We're so close to 20 likes. We can hit that goal, and I know we can do it. Thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. Yeah, have a good one, David. Thank you so much for coming through, bro. I really appreciate it, man. That was the most logical conclusion. It obviously wasn't left here yesterday afternoon or evening. And yet the user was nowhere in sight, and I was near a river. Drug says, on the bright side, I've kept Skies of Arcadia, Bane Chaos Origins, and Autumn. Oh yeah, those are some good ones to have kept. For sure, those are good ones. Ryan says, I kept all my GameCube games. Buying them now in the UK is expensive. Oh yeah, it's expensive where we're at. But where you're at, it's even more expensive, so totally understand what you mean, man. Much more expensive where you're at. I heard a voice the moment I looked up. The rock cliff is actually made up of several boulders. There was a face peeking from behind one of them. Shout out to Deadlock7. What's good? Welcome to the stream. How have you been? We're playing some Raging Loop, starting off our Halloween live stream week. Thank you for coming through, Deadlock7. How have you been? Great to see you. I finally realized what was going on.
落としたってわけですか?
Sure enough, it was a young woman.
眩しいな。
失礼。ちなみにこっちはこういうものですが。
怖いです。下から照らさない。
実は当方道に迷っており。
だとすると割と究極的に迷ってますよ。
ここって人里です？
難しい質問だな。
とりあえず助けてもらえないかと。
助ける？
雨露しのげて野生動物が
And if
いなければ
anyone just hopped
何で
into
もいい
the
ん
stream,
で。
don't forget to smash that like button. It'd be much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We have all kinds of videos, music, live streams, reviews, and all kinds of funny videos, dope videos, gameplay, and more. We actually had a tier list video drop today. If you guys haven't seen it, I recommend checking it out. A lot of you seem to have enjoyed the video, so thank you for that support. And we may even do more tier lists down the line. And we're one subscriber away from hitting 1,670 subscribers. This is the 4th time we're going to hit this goal, but it's all good. We're going to hit 1,700. We'll hit that soon. I want to hit that before the end of the month.
数時間迷った挙句
Because this past month, we actually had a pretty poor month. Usually every month we hit 100 plus subscribers, like new subscribers each month. And this month we only gained 7 new subscribers. So YouTube messed with the algorithm really bad on the channel this month. So if you guys have any idea of what we should do to continue growing our community, all that kind of stuff, what kind of content you guys want to see more, always keep me updated. Let me know. Be like, hey, I want to see another one of these videos. You haven't seen one in a while. Or like, oh, I really like this series that you do. Keep doing this. Or maybe you guys say, oh, I've seen you did this video series, but it may be done to retired or something. Like, just all that kind of stuff. All kinds of criticism, constructive, all that good stuff. Feedback is appreciated in the community so we can help continue to grow. Thank you guys for your support. 100% clicking the bill, dude. Let's go. DXM says, yeah, all good, thanks. Been creating new imagery, music, and chilling watching old sci-fi film on Netflix. Nice, nice. I was actually watching a little bit of that Cobra Kai show. I was trying it out, watching it. It's alright. It's nothing crazy. And thank you, Dior, for sharing a link to my new video. I really appreciate it. Thank you. We'll be rating the new video at the end of the stream. She told me about herself as soon as we reached solid ground. Her name is Chiemi.
名前は房石春明。
Our character's name is named Haraki.
あ、じゃあちょっと年上。
24だから芹沢さんと3つ違いかな。でもまあ同世代でしょ。
ちえみでいいですよ。敬語とかもいらないです。
じゃあ僕も呼び捨てタメ口がいいな。
Cam says, hang in there, bro. Just keep trying out different things. Most importantly, stuff you enjoy doing, not just the algorithm. Exactly. That's the one thing about all my videos and like everything I've been doing so far. Like, it's all stuff I want to do. Like this tier list video is something I wanted to start doing because I've always wanted to try out tier list series myself. My hot takes. I like doing that series. The What's Wrong with series. My impression videos. The Gen 5 music videos, like all that kind of stuff, 5 shoot games. I like doing all the videos I already do. It's just that I need to start seeing bigger returns compared to how like earlier in the year, like the numbers were much higher earlier in the year, and YouTube as a website is changing up how its algorithm works all the time. So it's always hard to try and stay noticed doing what you want to do. So I always do what I want to do no matter what. But at the same time, you want it to be able to get the notice, to get the exposure needed for what you're trying to create, and to see people enjoy what you made. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. Edward Bishop, master member of the community of the 100% Click. Welcome, Edward Bishop. Thank you for coming through, bro. It's so great to see you. How have you been? How have you been, Edward? Shout out to the 12 concurrent viewers. Let's hit 20 likes on the stream. If you haven't hit the like button, smash it up for me. It'd be much appreciated. I heard some raindrops as we were climbing the rusty stairs, but now it was really pouring. Between that, the darkness, and the large tree right next to the building, it was nearly impossible to see what was going on inside. I felt like I was all alone in a world of nothing but the walls, the door, and the fluorescent lamp above my head. Jogsby says, I don't let the algorithm determine the videos I make, in my opinion. It's too restrictive, so I just do my own thing. Exactly. If people do end up seeing my video and enjoy my videos, that's extra bonus. Of course, of course. It's all about that's what it's all about. Like having people that enjoy what you create. It made me feel somewhat helpless. I distracted myself from that by imagining her changing. Eventually the door opened up.
お待たせ。上がって。
Sorry about the wait. Come in. All smile, she showed herself, now wearing the sports clothes. This was kinda exciting.
なんにもないでしょ。
Look at this place. It's completely empty, huh?
何にもないね。
Yep.
でも冷蔵庫の
But get
中
a load
は
of what's in the fridge.
素晴らしい。
Magnificent.
飲みますか。
Let's drink.
やったぜ。
Hell yeah. Yo, this is the protagonist's first time meeting her, and she's already drunk. This is her crib. She invited him, and yeah, her place was really empty. It was just a small room with a low table in the middle of a fridge, and near the door, and a large duffel bag deeper in. There were 2 old-looking bookshelves too, but they were completely empty. I wasn't bothered one bit though. Any girl's room was a wonderland to me, bruh. That's what all guys would say. No wonder the protagonist say that. She says, anyway, you went through some big trouble, so I'll drink to you.
地獄で出会った仏様に乾杯。
And he says, and I'll drink to you for helping me out. You're a real saint. We opened up our cans, knocked them together, downed them. Hey, it was actually good. The pleasant bitterness and the refreshing carbonation made for a good combo.
おいしい。このためだけに生きてる。
She says, so good. I live for this.
その若さでそれはないでしょ
And the main protagonist says, come on, you're too young to say that.
言い過ぎた。愛や将来にもまだ絶望してません。
She's like, yeah, you're right. I'm not despairing for my future wife or love life yet.
う。ところが就活という影が迫る。
He says, you hear that? That's the sound of job hunting. It's a coming here fast. And the job, for her, I assume, because that's how it is for a lot of people nowadays, depending on what you swing, doesn't matter, OnlyFans. All these people do nowadays, it's like, they turn 18, they make an OnlyFans. It's like, no. At least work at a pizzeria, for crying out loud. Do something. Work at a ShopRite. Like, please. Captain Chess says, you can actually read that? It's so small and blurry. Yeah, I can read that, no problem. No issue at all reading it. I don't know why, like, on the stream, the wording seems a little bit, harder to read on the screen. I think it's because of the shadow in the background of the text, because it's harder for you guys to tell, but there's a shadow background behind the text, so it could be why it looks a little odd. It is a thin text, too. But yo, Captain Chaz, current triple member of the community. How have you been, Captain Chaz? Welcome to the stream. Jugsby says, what can possibly go wrong? Oh yeah, what can possibly go wrong in this situation?
いややめて。せっかくのビールがまずくなる。
She says, no, don't say that. You'll ruin my beer. Hey! Yusuke! Spirit gun! Blast! Bah! Let's go! Ace coming through. No message. Raging Loop stream. Ultra 100%er. And first Super 100%er of the stream is Ace coming through with the Yusuke Spirit Gun Blast. Let's go. Ultra 100%er Ace in the building. It's actually been a little minute since you've been the Ultra 100%er, bro. Shout outs. 100% click in the building. Let's get those 100% emotes in the chat. Let's get some hype emotes in the chat too. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get some hype in the chat for Ace showing that support to the stream. thank you so much, Ace, coming through with that heat, that fire. It's much appreciated. We're streaming for another hour, so thank you guys for coming through. And Ace, I hope you're enjoying the stream too, bro. That's what matters. As long as you guys enjoy the content, that's what matters the most to me at the end of the day. So thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for being subscribed, a member of the community, all that kind of stuff, a lurker. Everything's appreciated. Seriously, thank you all for your support. And Cat Chess says, I burnt 2 of my fingers this morning. Kids, don't cook without sleep. Bruh. And Joke says, Spirit Gun. Yeah, at the Japanese dub too, by the way. And Dior and Kevin and Ace and Captain Chaz all coming through with the 100% emotes in support of Ace's support of the channel. Yo, thank you guys so much for showing support to Ace's support, man. It helps out so much. Our community is tight-knit and we're growing ever so slowly but surely. We are doing the most that we can. We're being ourselves, and that's what it's all about in our community. Just be yourself, and that's what it's all about. Jug says, gotta create that wholesome content on OnlyFans. And keep it 100%. Yeah. If I was ever on that website, it wouldn't be anything NSFW. It would be nothing like pictures. It'd probably be like cooking. Like an OnlyFans cooking account. Even then, like I'm planning to stream on Twitch, like with cooking live streams and music concert live streams where I perform and stuff like that. I have a lot of plans for Twitch down the line, but I can't do that yet because my current situation and where I stream, there isn't enough room for me to do that, and I can't just carry and move like my camera and my PC where I'm currently at to like my area where I cook to do a stream there or anything like that anytime soon. I don't have that kind of setup. But if you want to help support the channel to help make that happen, you guys can with the Streamlabs donation link, which is in the link of the stream, if you want to help support the channel, just like Ace did, and become a super 100%er of the channel. Jamie says, go ahead. Her cheeks were already red. Maybe she didn't handle her liquor as well as I thought. She had a well-featured face, and I didn't think it was wrong to consider her beautiful. Sure, her clothes weren't the least bit sexy, but I could tell she had some makeup on. He says to you, I'm just a stranger who says he's lost, right? She says, yep. He says, the brain protagonist, and you yourself are a young woman who invited that stranger into an enclosed space and started getting drunk. She said, well, you guys know what she said. Oh. Haraki, the main protagonist, says, don't you think this is dangerous? Chiemi questioning herself, gulping the drink even as she formulated a response. The very fact that I could just watch her do that made this a pretty risky situation. And yet, she says, I wouldn't say so. But she says, time for a Chiemi Serizawa quiz. We just met you today, so I don't think... He's like sarcastically, yay! Oh god. What a question. She says, here's the question. My virginity is threatened, yet I don't feel like I'm in danger. Why? Oh. What a fun girl. This only made me like her more, increasing the danger even further. He says, am I allowed to ask the questions? And if I can ask you guys to smash that like button on the stream, if you enjoy it, that's awesome. That's hype. Thank you guys for the support. Let's get some 20 like hype when we hit 20 likes. Let's go. She says, sure. Ask some questions. Ask away. Jug says, Chiemi's a lightweight confirmed. Oh yeah. Super lightweight. Super into the main protagonist, obviously. Let him into her house. And Ace says, yeah bro, been lurking, enjoying this. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. I'm enjoying the game a lot myself. It's pretty funny. Good writing. I'm liking it. And Captain Chess says, what the fuck is OnlyFans? Oh my god. Jordan, friend of mine, you guys know him, Jordan French. He actually recently made an OnlyFans for working out, for like workouts and all that. So that's dope. Like people who use OnlyFans for that kind of stuff and food, like normal kind of stuff, is great. And like everyone else who does things their own way, in their own way, is great. Want to make sure get that across.
僕のことがいい人っぽいという答えはなしでいいかな。
And we're 2 likes away from 20 likes. Shouts to the 13 concurrent viewers. We are playing Raging
悪い
Loop.
人に見えるってわけじゃない
Hope
け
you
ど
guys are enjoying the stream.
まあなしかな。女の子慣れしてそう
Well,
だ
I
し
don't think you look like a bad guy, but no, I doubt you're good either. You look experienced with women for one. Oh, she already knows. She knows me already. She knows. That unintentional compliment showed that she actually did see me as a potential danger. Oop.
考えられる回答は大きく2つ。
Main protagonist.
想定外だ
Then
が
says,
何が起きても問題ない。
There are
もしく
2
は想
types
定
of
通り。
answers to this. Either you expect nothing bad to happen, but wouldn't be bothered if it did, or you actually want something to happen.
うん
She
前
just
者
says,
は いろいろ考えられるかな。例えば、ちえみちゃんが何かやけっぱちになっていて、
Main protagonist says, I can think of several situations for the former. For example, you're actually on the edge and don't care about what
あ
happens.
るいは十分な自衛手段がある。
He then says,
実は護
maybe
身術の
you're
達
just
人
confident
で
you can defend
僕なん
yourself.
か軽く乗
Maybe
せ
you
る
know martial arts and can easily kick my ass.
わあ論理的春明さん理系だね
She's like, wow, so logical. Let me guess, you're a scientist?
まあそうかな。一方で後者、つまりこの状況が君の想定通りって
The
場合
main protagonist says, well, I guess you could say that. Now for the latter, if you intend for something to happen, then
例えば私がエロエロですとか
he trying to hit, and she says, I'm a thirsty perv or something. Wow, talk about not mincing words. And she laughs,
酔っ払ってきたなさて
saying,
他には何があるでしょう
I blame the booze. So what else is there? Indeed, what other reason could a woman have to bring a stranger to her home? It would surely be something non-standard like,
僕の存在が君の利益
Main
になる
protagonist
例
says, you want to use me somehow.
えばアリバイ工作君がここにいたと後日僕が証言すること
He
で
says, for
君が有
example,
利に
setting me up as an alibi. I could be useful to attesting that you were here. Oh. Because we saw the light when we were by the waterfall. When it was in the river. And it seemed like it was racing with the full power with the batteries. So she killed someone there. And oh no. Bruh. Mind blown. What? Main protagonist is smart. Catching this bitch for an alibi. Yo. What? K-Roll Pogs in the chat. What? Ace already on that with the K-Roll Pog. Damn. Yo. Oh god. Main protag on his shit. He big brain. He the meme where the guy goes like this. Big brain. Big brain. K-Roll Pog.
お
She says,
ーしっかり利用
wow.
するわけだ
That's so shrewd.
あるいは
Yo, David Romano, what's up? Welcome to the stream. It's great to see you. I hope you've been doing good, David. We're just playing some Raging Loop. How have you been? How have you been? Raging Loop is a visual novel style mystery game. We started up Halloween live stream week, so this is a pretty creepy style visual novel kind of game that we're getting into the spirit as much as we can on the channel. So thank you guys for coming through and showing support. Thank you to David, Captain Chaz, Dior, Jugs McGee, Ace, of course, Ultra 100%er, Ace, Kevin Valencia. Thank you to everyone who's been here. Nindy Gamer, David, Ryan Ricardo, Delox7, Master Member Ever Bishop. Everyone coming through is much appreciated.
はあヤマンバいいねブッシュ
She
ブッシュ
says,
殺しちゃう
wow. So I'm some evil mountain witch now? Sounds great. I'll kill you real good. Splosh splosh. Bruh. What kind of sound effect was that?
ちなみに前提で出た2つのケースの他に1つあるよ。
And thank you, Grubby K9, for still being here as well. Thank you so much for coming through, Grubby. I really appreciate it. And also shout out to Shadow King and Indie Gamer, everyone who's been here in the stream. I really appreciate it, guys. We're 1 like away from 20 likes. Let's go and smash that like button up. Don't forget to share the stream. It's the pinned comment in the chat. If you guys can share that link, retweet it, it'd be much appreciated, guys. And seriously, Ace, thank you so much for the Ultra 100%er, Yusuke Spirit gun. I appreciate it.
あれ
She says, by the way, if you got it under case, main protagonist says, I did.
うん。
Yep.
私がとってもいい人で、春明さんを助けてあげたい一心だっていう。
I could be just a really good person who simply wants to help you. Main protagonist says, ... Otherwise known as ellipses. That's what 3 dots are called. Ellipses. For those who don't know. And Clash Royale, David? I've never played Clash Royale. Honestly, if I ever played like a mobile game and streamed it, it'd probably be Genshin Impact. And thank you, Ryan. If everyone can go and smash that like button, it would help support the channel. And please tell your friends that we're live, or anyone that we are all friends with that aren't here right now, just let them know that we're live so we can all come through and hang out together. Was it time for me to be ashamed of my filthy mind?
いやでもそれで自分が襲われる
Maybe
か
Tangson
もっ
says,
て考
oh
え
wait,
たら
is it really that important enough to risk being assaulted?
わあ、
She says-
そうって言っちゃったよこの人。
Oh, so you're thinking of assaulting me? What?
あ
He says,
ー
the main protagonist,
一般論ね
I'm just talking in general. You know, the cliche scenario. She stopped talking and turned red. It was so cute, I thought. She was actually doing it on purpose. Man, was she drunk. And we were just on our second cans.
じゃあこういうのは
She says,
止めないともっとひどいことになる。 それはさすがに忍びないなとか。
then how about this? If I don't let you stay here, something even worse would happen and I'd feel real bad.
ごめ
Main
ん
protagonist says,
もうちょっと詳しく
care to elaborate?
この辺りには怖い野生動物が出ます。明日にはこの人はズタズタに引き裂かれてしまう
then
かも
Chiemi
しれま
says,
せん。
there's some scary wild animals around here. You might have gotten torn up and eaten.
このまま見捨てたらとても寝覚めの悪い思いをするかもしれません。それならまあ止めてあげようかしら。
She then says, that left a bad taste in my mouth, so I figured I'd just let you stay instead.
なるほどリスクと善意を天秤にかけるってわけかこれは想定外
Then the main protagonist then says, I see. So you're balancing risk and goodwill. Didn't expect that.
想定外か。この人だいぶ悪い人なんじゃないかって気がしてきたな。
And Chiemi then says, really now? You got any idea how much of a bad guy you seem now?
Eh,
Yo, shout out to
so?
Schizo Gambit, 100% click member Schizo Gambit in the building. Welcome to the stream. Playing Raging Loop. And if you guys are enjoying the stream, let's hit 20 likes right now. Let's hit the 20 likes. Smash that like button. I would appreciate it. Thank you all for coming through. Let's get some hype going in the chat.
だって善意を選択肢に入れる前に殺人鬼と
She
かア
says-
リバイとかエロエロとかさ。
I mean, you assumed I was a thirsty perv, a serial killer, or needed an alibi before considering I was just a nice person. Bruh, that is true. The main protagonist did assume that.
エ
All
ロエ
those
ロは
things.
君が言い出したんでしょう
As
か
the main protagonist then says, you're the one who brought up the perv thing.
そうだったっけ？
And she says,
で答えは？
details, details. So what's the right answer?
これって
Thank you to the
単なるバカ
16
話じゃ
concurrent
ない
viewers
の
watching the stream. I appreciate you guys coming through. We're playing Raging Loop Halloween live stream week. So thank you guys for coming through. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button if you enjoy the stream. All that good stuff's appreciated. And Kancha says, damn, this used to be an iPhone novel. They pulled it due to parental complaints in Japan. Oh, this game? It might have been on the iPhone too, like on iOS as well as platforms. I don't think it was just iOS, but that's what I think. And Hayawaki says, huh, who's the main protagonist? His name is Hayawaki. We're not just messing around.
正解者には素敵なプ
And
レゼント
Chimmy then says,
正解者はブッシュブッシュ殺します
get it right, and I'm giving you a nice present. Get it wrong, and you're dead. Splosh splosh. Bruh, she keeps using that splosh splosh. It's such a horrible sound effect. So wait, is this... I need to pick. I think... What are we picking for this? Are we choosing you're desperate? Because this is for I'm not sure. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Not sure. Which one would be funnier? I think that's what we're gonna do. Which one's gonna be funnier? Well, we don't have the 10 keys, so we can't unlock that one. So we can either choose, you'd feel guilty if you let me die. You're a thirsty perv. You need an alibi. You're desperate. I think that's the funniest one we should do too, Captain Jazz. Thirsty perv. That'd be hilarious. Yo, totally. I think that's what we're gonna do. And thank you to everyone watching the stream. Thank you guys for your support. We got a lot of new content on the way. Live streams. We got some new music on the way. New videos, reviews, all kinds of stuff. Tier list, hot takes, all kinds of stuff. So thank you guys for your support on the channel. Smash that like button if you enjoyed the stream. All that's appreciated, guys. Thank you guys for the support. And don't forget to share the stream, guys. We'll be continuing to stream for a while longer. Thanks, Captain Chaz, for sharing the stream, bro. That really means a lot, man. Seriously, thank you. Alright, we're gonna do the Thirsty Perv action. She says, ding, 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 you're right. Oh, I made the right choice? Shit. And she says, it's like a porn manga. Congratulations. Now bring it on. Oh, that's hilarious. And he says, the main protagonist. Hold up. I know how this story goes. People who get lost and stumble upon something good never end up well. Ah, that's true. You could be getting tricked by a fox. I might be a ghost out to curse you to death. Or you're about to catch some bad disease. Yo, she passing out the Rona. Jokes is like, what the hell's going on in the game? I left for like 5 minutes. Yo, I know. Shit's getting wild. Shit's getting absolutely wild right now. And Skip says, what's good? Yo, shout out to everyone coming to the stream. I appreciate you guys coming through. 100% clicking the building. Let's go. Let's go. We got a lot of stuff coming up, so let's get hype in the chat. If you got some hype emotes, throw the hype emotes up in the chat. Let's get the hype emotes going. Maybe Tiger says it exactly. And she says, dun, 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 dun. Now come, let's open this path and see where it goes. Maybe Tiger like, nope. Nope. The game says, anyway, this girl was actually pretty sharp. She really had a way with words and knew how to capitalize on it. It almost felt like she was implying that I couldn't let my guard down just because I was a guy. I admitted she was pretty damn attractive, but I felt like I had more fun just talking about lewd stuff than acting on it. Oh. We made it to the next day? Shit, it took over an hour to play through one day of the game. God fucking damn, man. Surprised it took that long. For one day. It's kind of shocking. The last thing I remembered was our little, when was the last time you pissed yourself while sleeping talk. I had to tell her about the time I got so drunk I wet my pants in the middle of the boarding house, the main protagonist says. Bruh. The main protagonist is tripping. David says something pretty stupid in the chat. Definitely a no on that. She laughed so hard she started frothing at the mouth and passed out. I woke up with a splitting headache. Main protagonist says, oh man, morning already? Light poured in through the frosted window. I pulled out my phone and checked the time. I'd gone to sleep somewhere between 2 and 3, which probably wasn't quite enough sleep. At least I didn't wake up to some horror movie scene. The building wasn't in ruins and the girl wasn't actually a skeleton. Though in a way, this might have been worse. Oh, she's waking up. She was spread out on the floor on the other side of the mini table. Her breathing was mixed with some weird gurgling sounds. Yo, when we hit 20 likes on the stream, shout outs to everyone watching the stream. Thank you guys for coming through. We're playing Raging Loop tonight for this gameplay live stream. Super chill Halloween live stream week. Thank you guys for coming through. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the stream, all that good stuff. We'll be streaming multiple more nights this week. I do have a few more videos I'm dropping this week, during the week. And when it comes to music, I actually do have some music coming next month, so that's gonna be hype. And yeah, that's about everything that we got going on coming up. So I hope you guys are hype. Don't forget to share all the shit, share all the live streams, the music, the videos, all that stuff. Get people to come by, subscribe to the channel, all that. Main protagonist says, I hesitantly looked at her. The saint that saved me from the hell I was in last night had puked in the middle of her sleep. Huh. She puked in the middle of her sleep, bruh. What was I supposed to do here? As a guest, I couldn't really be too harsh on her.
Chiemi-chan?
She wasn't waking up. Well, I just do what little I could. There, that should be good enough. I used tons of toilet paper to clean up her mess and flush it down the toilet. Bro, we cleaning her ass up like she's on the Jersey Shore. Like we we in a motel in Seaside, just holding her head in the bathroom toilet to help her puke. Like, bruh. That's basically what's happening. It left a stain on the floor, but it was dirty to begin with, so whatever. I'd even wet a towel and cleaned her face. Even then, she showed no signs of waking up. Bruh. See, the game is going some dark route with what's going on right here. Some of it was on her hair and clothes, but I figured it was best if she took care of that herself.
Chiemi-chan.
Is she up now? The first hint of consciousness so far today.
ちょっと出ておくから。
And the main protagonist, who's us, says though, I'll be leaving. Then, without waiting for a response, I walked to the entrance. She'd have to take a shower and change all that, so I'd kill time outside. I stepped into my still damp shoes with my bare feet, my socks from the washing machine with the towel she gave me to wipe my legs. How do your socks end up with... I don't know how that happened. I don't know how he gets his socks mixed up in that. I don't know. I opened the door and was greeted by a gust of wind. The raindrops gathered on the leaves of the tree next to the building flew right into my face, making me grimace. The rain from last night was already over. The sky was pretty clear, but despite that, I noticed the visibility of my surroundings was poor. The building was surrounded by leaves. Well, no shit, Sherlock. There's fucking trees everywhere. I wouldn't expect the building to be surrounded by leaves. No duh I would. Well, yeah. The old structure was basically buried in a forest of trees about as tall as itself. There were branches poking out that exposed the hallway. Into the exposed hallway. It almost felt like they'd reach out and grab me if I wasn't careful. The main protagonist says, I kind of felt like I was in an overgrown ruin. I turned around and saw the room and Chiemi just left. And Chiemi, just as I left them, yep, it was all real. I closed the door. There were other rooms in this building, which made me wonder if they were occupied. Hell, I wondered the same thing about the area in general. I pushed the branches aside to see if there were other buildings nearby. Suddenly, something entered my vision. Who the fuck are you? Like, who the fuck is this person just popping out of nowhere? Something that shouldn't have been there. The leaves I moved revealed a woman clad in curious clothing. The moment I recognized her as such, she opened her closed eyes. Did our eyes meet? Another strong wind. I shielded my face from the spray raindrops. When I looked outside again, the woman was nowhere in sight. Was that an illusion? If not, then what? What kind of place was this? It could have been a real Hicksville, marginal village, a bunch of actual ruins, or an illegal settlement. I had some theories, but I set them aside for now. It seemed like a place worth exploring, regardless. It seemed like a place worth exploring, regardless. Yeah, I'd already clicked the X button. I went down the stairs and found no sign of the woman, or anyone else for that matter. A short distance away from the building, I turned around and sure enough, it was pretty much covered in trees. I went to the place where I saw that woman. There were footprints in the grass. Maybe I'd find her if I followed them? We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully we do. They led me to an open area. It was unused, but it looked like someone was trying to do something with it. Was it supposed to be a construction site? Yeah, there's a lot of spam in the chat. Mods, clean up the chat. From what I could tell, there had been a giant landslide which forced them to stop construction. The fact that plant growth was still minimal meant that it happened fairly recently. The footprints seemed to be going down the hill next to the site. Thanks for cleaning the chat. I came across another unpaved path that was clearly used by people and cars. It was lined with weeds and bushes reaching up to my waist. I would love weed reaching up to my waist. That'd be a lot of weed. It was home to caterpillars and grasshoppers, among other things. Spiders were no exception. There was no shortage of insects there, so it was a good place for a net. I wasn't particularly scared of spiders, but I didn't like them either. At least they were just harmless orb weavers. Regardless, I avoided these bushes, just in case, and followed the path, like the good city boy I was. Bro, this main protagonist, on his own wave, I guess. There was a large boulder, surrounded by grass. It was strangely tall, making it look like it was put there by people. On its dewy surface, there was a gray tree fog, ready to go after the many insects scattered about. I walked a bit further and came across the house of a small field nearby. The field's location made it safe to assume it belonged to its inhabitants. If there were inhabitants anyway, I couldn't see anyone, just like always. There was grass everywhere. Shouts to Sager for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming through. Heart and dap up, heart and hug. All good. If there were inhabitants anyway, I couldn't see anyone. And just like always, there was grass everywhere. There was another boulder standing next to the house. This one was obviously placed there by a human hand. What was the point? Was it a monument or something? The footprints continued into the field. The wet mud on the field was full of small, young, but healthy-looking rice plants. If you ignored the standing boulders in the area, the place looked like a normal farming village. I was both relieved and worried at the same time. From what I saw, there weren't any other buildings besides the ones in this settlement. Everything beyond were just mountains, meaning that this place was completely isolated. And I was a complete outsider. There was no way things would go well if I ran into a random local. I belatedly crouched to hide myself for the bit, the protagonist says. It was probably best for me to go back. Jimmy might have been looking for me. Yeah, the main protagonist is just walking around, doing his own thing, while the girl's in her own cribs, probably still waiting, still covered in her own puke. Just like, okay. Now the main protagonist on his way back hears a sound. I looked for its source and found a speaker on a wooden utility pole in the middle of a small plaza. A morning broadcast? I'd never heard this tune before. It was cheerful at first, but had some parts that seemed really dark. Yeah, it does have some parts that seem dark. I'm liking it. I found it unsettling, the protagonist says. Perplexed, I stopped walking, and what happened next made me hide myself, the protagonist says. There was a person in the area densely surrounded by houses, but they weren't normal, the protagonist says. What was with that appearance? Oh, this person looks fucking weird. They look like they're just dead, just walking around dead with a fucking little cloak on their face. What was that on her face? Though I was a fair distance away, I could see an old woman with some sort of cloth over her face shakily walk out from between the buildings. Oddly enough, there were boulders even there. But even weirder was the fact that she walked up to one of them, lightly joined her hands, and bowed her head before it, her face still hidden. And yo, Ace, shoutouts for the golden 100% emotes. I appreciate that, bro. Shoutouts. Thank you so much for your support, Ace. I really appreciate that, man. Then all was silence. It actually looked like she was revering it. To me, it looked like she was praying to it. This is bad. Really bad. We'll be ending the stream in about 20 to 30 minutes. So if you're enjoying the stream, show your support. Share the stream out if you haven't already, so we get more people to come through. Definitely share the stream. That's just the YouTube link. If you want to just share the YouTube link, put it in some Discord threads. Tell some people to come by. Let's hang out, have a good time like we've been. It's all appreciated. We're going through the visual novel Raging Loop. There's been a lot of creepy stuff, a little bit of funny stuff, all kinds of stuff so far. We're still early on. I'm liking it, though. I'm definitely liking it. So For a visual novel, it's pretty good. And yo, we already hit 20 likes. You guys are awesome. Can we hit 25 likes though? I'm not sure if we can get 25 likes, but if you guys can prove me wrong and we hit 25 likes and get some more hype in the chat, whether it's like button hype, subscribe hype, member hype, dono hype, all kinds of hype is appreciated. Main protagonist says, "This is bad. Really bad. I'd wander into a settlement with a unique culture, to put it lightly. Forget causing trouble. An outsider like me could get killed here. I just turned around and ran for it," the protagonist said. A says, "The game is getting sus real fast. Oh, like a few of those parts just before? Oh, with how it was seeming? Yeah, things are getting a little suspect, for sure." Main protagonist says, "I dash up the hill, past the house, through the construction site, until I arrived back at the apartment building. Chemi looked like a relatively reasonable person. Maybe she could tell me what was up. It just hit me that the way she described this place was somewhat weird. She basically said it wasn't normal."
あるいはちえみちゃんが恐るべき殺人鬼で僕を酔っ払わせてぶっ殺す。
はあ、ヤマンバいいね。ブッシュブッシュ殺しちゃう。
Main protagonist says, "No way. What if she was actually the bait they used to lure the outsiders here?" Ooh, so she was having an alibi for keeping him under control while other people did the killing. That's a possibility, too. There's a lot of mysteries going on here in Raging Loop. Lots of mysteries. Eventually, the broadcast stopped. Chiemi still hadn't come out of her room. She didn't respond even when I knocked or called out to her. I didn't have to worry about this, right? That just made me inexplicable with ease. Oh no. That just made my inexplicable unease grow worse. What if this was a trap? Was I in a dangerous situation? I had to talk to her. If she was a normal person anyway. Maybe my best option was to run away right now, the protagonist says. I wouldn't know where to run. I couldn't remember the path that we'd taken here, though I was pretty sure we went uphill, so maybe I had to go down? And just one of John coming through and smashing that like button. Thank you so much for smashing the like button. I really appreciate it, One of John. You never heard of this game. So it's a visual novel kind of game, and I'm enjoying it so far. It's pretty good. It's got the creepy elements, so it's a perfect start to the Halloween live stream week here on the channel. 100% click in the building. Seriously, thank you, One of John, for coming through. 100% click, coming through. I hope you've been doing good after smashing that like button. If I avoided the settlement and went back to the mountain stream, I could escape by following wild roads. And yo, Captain Chaz, thanks for sharing the link of the new recent video. If anyone hasn't seen the new recent video on the channel, check that out. It's a tier list video. It's the first time I've done a tier list video. I'm going to be doing all kinds of tier lists on video games, music albums, TV shows, all that kind of stuff. One of the next tier list videos is a video on Kendrick Lamar's albums. So that's going to be hype. I can't wait for that. It's already recorded. Just got to edit it. And yo, thank you, Captain Chess, for sharing the member link. If anyone's interested in becoming a member of the channel for as low as $5 a month to $1 a month on the channel, to help show support, you enjoy all the content, and you want a bunch of extra perks and a ton of other benefits, join our Discord and more. Become a member today with the links in the description of the stream for YouTube and or Patreon. Your support is appreciated. And if you want to be a member of the 100% Click, you can do so with those links in the description of the stream. Join our community, 100% Click. In the building. Let's go. Thankfully, I had taken my bag with me. I took out a 5,000 yen note and put it in Chiemi's newspaper box. It was a payment for last night's beer. The moment I turned around to take my leave, the door to the room next to the staircase opened slightly with a creak. I saw an eye glaring at me through the gap. They both screamed. Her high-pitched scream pierced my eardrums. I screamed too, scared shitless, and ran for it, the main protagonist says. Suddenly, I stepped onto the wet hallway floor at a bad angle. I fell. Shit. Thud. Thud. Thud.
はるちゃんどうした？
ああ、誰このおっちゃん。
あなた誰ですか？
Just people like, who are you and are you alright? Well, clearly not. I fell down some steps. The reasonable sounding voice prompted me to shake off the pain and raise my head. Who the fuck are they? There were two boys in formal looking school uniforms. Okay.
大丈夫ですか？
They say, are you alright? He repeated the question. Yeah, I was just startled.
おっちゃん、知恵ねえの友達？
That the other one says, you're friends with Chinie? Chinie? Chinie?
ああ
Oh, Chiemi.
大学の知り合いですか？
Chiemi.
いやいろいろあって助けられたんだ
Yeah, she just helped me into trouble. She just helped me out.
怪
There's
しく
nothing
見え
shady
るだろう
about
けど
me, but I know that's hard to believe.
怪しいな、おっ
Main
ちゃん。
protagonist says. And they say it really is old man. Bruh. Old man.
どうすればいいのかな
What was it? SpongeBob calling him old
名
man?
前は久石春明と言います
He says, man, how do I handle this? Anyway, my name's Haruaki Fusashi, the protagonist says. And yo, thank you everyone for your support on the stream tonight. One of John, Ace, Captain Chaz. Thank you guys for coming through, as well as Dear Wilson, Schizo Gambit, Grubby K9, Jugs McGee, Ken Valencia, Ryan Ricardo, Edward Bishop, David Cass, King Narukami, Shadow King, Nindy Gamer, everyone who's been here tonight. It's been a blast. Thank you guys for your support for the first night of the Halloween live stream week. Make sure you guys continue sharing the streams out. It really means a lot because we're going to be continuing this stream for another 15 minutes, I think. So thank you guys for your support for the first night. I really appreciate it, guys. And thanks, Captain Chaz. I appreciate it. His name is Yasunako Oribe. I'm Yasunako Oribe. And this is Kikamochi Kamashita.
モッチーだ。
Just Mochi is fine. So, Mochi and
それでこっちが
Yasunaga.
はるちゃん何してんの？
だって知らない人が。
Apparently, this Haruchan was the person who looked at me through the gap in the door and screamed.
とりあえず大丈夫そうだ
He
から
seems safe.
出てお
Come
い
out.
でよ。
So, let's see Haru. Let's see Haru. A moment later, she slammed the door shut, and after a few more moments of hesitation, opened it again. Whoa. She looked like a student, too, except her fashion sense was exceptionally flashy.
あなた、誰ですか？
She says, who are you?
と
My character says, my name is Haruaki Musashi. I crashed my motorbike nearby and Chiemi helped me out.
芹沢千恵美さんに助けられたんだ
Yeah, this is a mystery graphic novel, visual novel kind of game. And it's been out for a little while, 5 years, but when I went to GameStop, I got the day one edition sealed pretty much for $9.99. It was the only one left in the store, and it was a clearance sale, so I got that for a great price. Along with the Dusk Diver day one edition too. I got that as well with it. She says, wait, are you saying you spent the night in her room?
昨日の夜、知恵ねえの部屋に。
I wonder, Haru. I wonder if I did. No shit.
通りで騒がしかったと思った。何考えてるの？嫁入り前の女性の家
No,
に。
Haru mad as hell. She big mad at the main protagonist for hooking up with Chiemi.
ああうんそれはその通りで僕もちょっと躊躇はした
Main
んだけ
protagonist
ど
says, yeah, I was hesitant too, but Chiemi was kind enough to let me in.
ちえみちゃん？あれなれしい。それじゃあもしかしてちえねえが出てこないのって。
Haru says, why are you acting like you've known her your whole life? Wait, she's not getting out. Don't tell me you...
ドアに5000円挟んであるぞ。
Mochi says, there's a 5,000 yen note in the door. Yasunaga says, don't tell me you.
違う
No,
単に
no,
昨日
no,
お
no,
酒をおごられた
no.
か
That's
ら
how it
そのお返し
happened.
で
I'm just paying back for the booze, Haruaki says, the main protagonist.
ちえねえの体が5000
She needs buys worth more than that. Oh my god, they think the main protagonist took her out, and they just put 5,000 yen on her. Oh my god. Captain Chaz says, I get Lost Village vibes from this. I never played Lost Village actually. I never tried that.
ただれてるな。
Mochi says, how dissolute. The hell are these kids saying?
君
Haruaki says,
助けてくれない
hey,
か
can you help me out?
初対面で
And then
女性の部屋で
Yasunagi
お
says,
酒を飲んんですか そ
you
して
drank with a
知恵が
girl
出
you
てこ
just
ない
met, and she's not coming out? And then Tangerson says, crap, I had no allies here.
一体何
And then, Cherry's coming out. Says, what's going on? And so the subject of the conversation joined in. Yay!
おおちえみちゃん君からも事情を
Haruki's like, oh, thank God, Jenny. Can you tell them what happened last night? And then he says something was off about her aura. Protagonist says, what happened to the lively girl that she's been since yesterday?
知恵ねまさか
Everyone's like, Chie, did you?
恥ずかしいとこを見られちゃった。
Chie says, man, this is embarrassing.
おお。
Mochi goes, whoa.
いやちょっと待って
And
ちょっと
maybe Protagonist says, wait, hold on, stop.
もう嫁いけない。
And Chie says, I can't be a bride anymore. And now it's just like, man, what a mess. Though Chiemi's face was as pale as a ghost, she was actually grinning. She obviously had a bad hangover, but that didn't stop her from messing around. So, I assume she's supposed to get married to someone, and she just doesn't want to. After calming everyone down, Chiemi explained what actually happened. How we met in the middle of the night, how she let me stay out of goodwill, and how we drank ourselves silly, and how nothing happened between us. Or so we think.
いやー久々に深酒しちゃって思いっきり入っちゃったよ。春明さん、お見
Chiemi
苦
says,
しいとこ申
man,
し
it's
訳
been
ない
so。long since I drank that much. Guess I wasn't prepared for it, and puked it out. Sorry you had to see that, Haruaki-san, Chiemi
ああ
says.
いやそれはいいんだけど
Main protagonist Haruaki says, hey, I don't mind it. That Haruchan girl still looked at me funny.
非常識。
Yo, that girl Haru mad at us.
あ
Yo, if anyone's a
申
bitch,
し訳ない
it's definitely that girl
昨
Haru.
日は本当に疲労困憊でねつい行為
Main
に
protagonist
甘
says,
えてしまっ
anyway,
たんだ
sorry. I was so tired yesterday that I couldn't refuse her kindness.
まあ知恵ねえだしな。
Which is, well,
雑把だよな。
This is Chie we're talking about. She does whatever she wants.
事情も事情だし年寄りたちも納得
Yasunagi
する
says
かな
he's got good reasons for being here too. So maybe the elders will understand. Maybe.
ちなみに会ったのってどこです
Where did you find him anyway?
それは
Chiemi
ね
says,。well,
下の方の河原だよ
then main protagonist says next to the river further down. And my words made everyone change their expressions. Yo, everyone's expressions changed so instantly too. Yasunagi says that's
大
a
騒ぎ
bit.
だ。
Oh, she's like a big deal.
2日連
Two
続で
people over just 2
二人
days.
もだなんて。
Haru says.
もしかしてまず
Main
いこと
protagonist
言っ
says,
た
did I say something bad?
は
James says, I was gonna get out sooner or later. We made quite a scene, so I wouldn't be surprised if everyone in Yasumizu already knows.
君2日連続で2人もって何のこと
Hey, what did you mean by 2 people over just 2 days?
触らないで。
Haru's like, don't touch me. You're filthy. Yo, Haru, your mouth is filthy. Need a bar of soap with that attitude with me, bitch. I wasn't trying to touch her and I wasn't filthy. Sure, I hadn't had a bath in over a day, main protagonist says. But still.
君何が騒ぎになるの
Main protagonist says, hey you, why is it a big deal?
タイバーあたりが拒否
And
って
Mochi
なる
says,。Teiba's gonna go, yeah! Well, that sure sounded bad.
詳しい話を聞
Now,
かせてくれない
yes. The other person, can you tell me more, please?
ちょっと説明は難しい
Yes,
ん
I'm
で
like,
すけ
it's
ど
a bit complicated. For now,
まあ
just keep
こ
in
こは
mind 田舎 that
なん
this
で
is countryside. Things are
街と
different
い
than
ろ
in
いろ
the city.
違うってことですよ
This guy here was Ariba-kun. Ignored Chiemi, and he was the easiest person to talk to.
どうすればいいかな
The main protagonist says, what should I do? Well, what I'm gonna do is save the game Make sure we are all saved. Get all that all settled. Yo, we're still early on and we have lots of paths. I can tell this is going to be a vast visual novel game. And if you guys want to see me play more of this, you guys can always keep updated with me on Twitter, Discord, all that kind of stuff. I'm glad we just saved the game. We actually haven't saved like the whole time we've been playing. But you know what you guys can do to save the channel? If you guys can help save the channel by watching the newest video, it would mean a lot, guys. If you guys can check it out, the link is in the chat for my newest video. It's for a potential new series of tier list videos that we got going on the channel. So I hope you guys are hyped for that. Thank you all so much. I just got the link posted in the chat. Make sure you guys check out the new video, rate it, all that great stuff. I don't know if you guys have all seen it yet, but if you've seen it, make sure you drop a comment on the video. If you guys can leave a comment on the video, that would be awesome. Don't forget to tell your friends that I made a new video. Just share it with them if they could be interested. If they like Pokemon, because it's a tier list video on Pokemon, send it their way so they can see it, check it out, and see my tier list ranked from generations 1 through 8 for Pokemon. Thank you all so much for coming through for this stream of Raging Loop. It's been a lot of fun. I'm liking the game. We're still, of course, early on. If you saw the timeline, we're still early on. But if you guys want me to play more, I'll stream it more. If not, I'll probably be playing it on my own time. But currently on PS4, I'm finishing up Persona 5 Royal. I should have a video review by Sunday next coming up, or Monday. I'll keep you guys updated on that. Thank you so much, Captain Chaz, Ace, One of John, everyone who's been here tonight. Grubby K9, Dior, Schizo Gambit, Edward Bishop, Kevin Valencia, Ninja Gamer, Jugs McGee, Ryan Ricardo, everyone who's been here. But please, guys, don't forget to drop a comment on the video and share the video. Smash the like button on this stream if you enjoyed today's stream. All of that support is helpful. Now, tomorrow night's stream, we're not having member day tomorrow, but we are streaming some more Halloween creepy kind of themed games. It's not like a Halloween game, but it can be considered creepy by people. We're playing BioShock tomorrow, so that's gonna be hype. I've played BioShock back in the day and beat the game, but I recently got the collection over the summer, I believe, for like $15 on PS4. So I've been playing that. I'm not that deep into it. I've only played it for a little bit. So we're gonna be playing on that same save file, and it'll be a lot of fun. We're still early on, so that's gonna be hype. Playing BioShock tomorrow. Then on Wednesday we have the broadcast. That is a Halloween special broadcast. I'm gonna be in a costume and everything, so it should be hype. Also, after that stream, we're having towards the end of it a gameplay segment for The Strange Realm of Mine, which is in my recent 5 cheap games video. We'll be playing that game for a little bit. And then on Thursday, it is supposed to be a break. However, if I decide not to take a break on Thursday, like last minute, it'll be a Luigi's Mansion 3 live stream. Then on Friday I'm streaming Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Hollow Bastion, as well as Halloween Town, finishing and completing Halloween Town. And then on Saturday is Animal Crossing New Horizons Halloween, hanging out in my island. First time playing in a while. We'll all be playing together. It'll be a great time. Thank you all so much. I hope you guys are hyped for all the content coming this week. I have 2 videos dropping this week before it is November. I have 2 more videos to drop. So make sure you guys show support on the new video. The link for it is in the chat. And if you want to help support the channel, and if you want to help support the stream, thank you guys for coming through. Don't forget to smash the like button on the stream. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell if you're brand new. And consider becoming a member of the 100% Click on YouTube and our Patreon to then join our Discord for tons of perks and benefits for supporting the channel and so much more. Thank you all so much for watching this Raging Loop gameplay live stream, and I will see you all tomorrow night for another live stream. Peace. BioShock, baby. Let's go.